Hello everybody, and welcome back to Rain Check. We just left the hospital. We left arguably the cutest character in the game. I like him a lot. It's like him and Theo, like Theodore. I'm oof. I thought I was gonna like Ro the most because he's so big. Oh my god! But those two are so cute. Theo and Monty. God damn it. I'm easy, guys. It's fine. It's okay. We're here. Thanks, guys. Wait, before you go, you said you wanted to be more useful, right? Yeah. Javier turns around from the seat and takes and what? Take wow, I can't read. Javier turns around from his seat and hands me a small device similar to the one I used earlier. This is for me? And here, I thought you didn't trust him. And here I thought you didn't trust him. Sorry, it's one of those days. I'm sorry. We'll get over this in a minute. It's fine. What are you giving him a segmenter? A segmenter for? I just don't want him to slow us down. He eyes Ro defeatedly before returning his gaze onto me. Anyway, like Rose said, it's a segmenter. It's not exactly the one you used earlier, but they all perform similar tasks. You ever used one before? Like, for science class or something? No, never. I don't think my school had funds for this kind of stuff. Okay, well, if you want to be useful, you should learn how to use it. Let me park first, and I'll give you a demonstration inside. Aw? Okay. Let's make this quick. The duo swiftly walk towards the entrance, and I follow, despite my injury slowing me down. Is there a reason you can't explain it to me in the car? I'd rather not have you do any form of damage to the electronics around, i.e., my rental car. The hotel lobby should be a suitable place, especially with the kiosks I saw around. It's been a while since you used this row. Would you like to explain the functionality to Theodore? The wolf scratches his beard. I was gonna say head for a second, but beard, and stares at Javier. No. But if I must. A segmenter is exactly what it sounds like. Question marks. Okay. I was wondering why those voices sound familiar. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Wait, who's this lad? Wait, he's hot. Wait, he's good looking. What is this? This game's too much for me, guys. Look at this stylish as fuck man. Like, damn. Okay. Who is this guy? Do they know him? Lawrence, what are you doing here? Looking for you two, of course. Tired. I tried calling you, but it went to voicemail. Was just about to contact Javier. Luckily, I saw you two coming in. I thought you took time off. I did, but our boss requested my assistance moments before I got on my plane. Regrettably, I'm here now. This guy's portraits. I'm only a little bit enamored. It's fine, guys. Why is it like this? He chuckles as no one says anything back. I'm joking, of course. Huh. You didn't come here to say hi, did you? No, I didn't. I came to deliver Javier the information he requested from the office. Oh, I said I was going to pick it up later this week. Thanks. The gray wolf takes out a piece of paper and a tiny USB from his coat pocket. Also, This. There's also this. Sorry, I'm just skipping words. He waves the paper in his paw before giving it to Ro. How interesting. I didn't think I've seen this before. Boss wanted me to deliver that to you. What is it? An insignia? What about this address written beneath it? Strange. I don't recognize this particular design. I glance over and see a gold circular-looking symbol on the paper. Address it at the local pub. Address is at the local pub. Okay. Around 10 blocks away from here. As the symbol, I have no idea. I was hoping you two would know, but I guess not. Regardless, I was asked to accompany the two of you and figure out what this circle meant. What's the importance of this symbol? You're asking me? Boss told me to look into this, but didn't mention anything else about it. We can speak more about specifics tomorrow night. Wait, I just realized you're coming along. This must be serious then. That won't be necessary. We're equipped to manage this on our own. An excess of personnel, particularly during a stakeout, could be counterproductive. As if brushing off Ro, Lawrence gives a chuckle and focuses on polishing his sunglasses with a cloth from his coat. Of course. I wholeheartedly agree. But I'm just following orders. Besides, I didn't skip my fight to the tropics just to have you turn me down. Fine. When have I ever gotten in the way? Rose scoffs back at the wolf's question. This can't be good. You're kidding, right? What about the time you destroyed the evidence Javier and I collected by the refinery? You're still hung up about that. It was either the evidence or your lives, you dolt. You know we weren't in any danger. That's because I was the one who disabled the flames after I removed the... There were no flames, and I destroyed the main gas intake long before you got... Never mind. It doesn't matter. Just meet me at the specified location tomorrow night, at 8, sharp. We will. The fox smiles back at the gray wolf, before flashing a look of annoyance at Ro. Perfect. The tall, slender wolf, finally turns to me, giving me a look of both curiosity and interest. You must be Theodore, correct? Apologies for letting you just stand there. Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it. He extends his paw, which I hesitantly shake. His grip is quick but firm. A pleasure to meet you. Oh, it's fine. God, it's always the wolf for canine characters, isn't it? I'm not easy. Okay? Look, he's suave. Okay? He's a sharp fella. I like that, okay? I like his fashion as well. It's good. It's good. I hope Javier and Rao have been treating you well, and you haven't been too inconvenienced. I know they have a habit of making things more extravagant. His tone is lighthearted, but his expression says otherwise. Yeah, they've been great. Oh, this man's portraits. There's so many, and they're very good. And that injury of yours, it looks fresh. What happened there? Hopefully not because of these two. I panic as he points to the slightly purple patch on my thigh. What? How did he notice that? Shit, maybe I should lie about it so I don't make them look bad. No, I accidentally tripped. Over in my room. In the bathtub. Lauren stares at me with concern. Maybe he bought it. I see. Well then. Do be more careful. Oh, excuse me. I know the bathtubs have the tendency to fight back when they're wet. We can't have anything happen to Theodore. Right, guys? I don't think he bought it. Before I forget. This is for you. Huh? He passes me a small business card, similar to the one Ro had given me. My brow furrows as I glance back at Lawrence, feeling a bit hesitant as I quickly tuck it into my pocket. Thanks. In case anything happens, you can also contact me. Anything else? No, that'll be all. I'll see you two tomorrow evening. The gray wolf casually turns on his heels and strolls out the lobby. Well, I'm excited to see him again. Ro lets out a deep, audible sigh while Javier tries to stifle a laugh. Careful of the bathtub. I had to come up with something. I didn't want you guys to look bad. I'll admit, I'm impressed. I didn't think you had the guts to lie. Yeah, well, I don't think he actually bought it. I shoot a glance at Ro, with him staying so quiet that something's clearly up. Everything okay? It's nothing. It's not nothing. Ro doesn't work well with Lawrence. They always clash with each other, with each other on ideas. It's not that. I can't shake the feeling that he's always scheming. Something dubious. But, this time's no different. Are you sure? Obviously. Oh, obviously. If, Andrew wants him to tag along with us, something must be up. He's been solving every skeleton case recently, and if he's here then, this may be more complicated than we thought. Wait, if he's joining up with you guys, is Cypress and these events related to Skeleton? Maybe even Blackout? It's too early to tell, but we'll get more information tomorrow. If this is related to Blackout, then it might be somehow related to me. I know I should stay out of things, but now I'm curious. Maybe I'll see how things pan out tomorrow night. Tonight, sorry. Just adding words. What did he give you? His business card? Ro gestures towards my pocket, prompting me to dig it out. Oh, yeah. Actually, although I don't really see the purpose. A subtle growl emerges from Ro, his eyes locked onto Lawrence's business card before he abruptly stops and diverts his gaze. Go back to your room and get some rest. We'll notify you when we're on our way to pick you up. I'll see you later. Wait, what about... No, Ro! He's gone. And with that, Ro walks out of the lobby. The fox simply shrugs and grins back at me. I didn't want to say it in front of his face, but he is furious. Of what? Lawrence? Probably. I do find it strange that he's here. He was supposed to be off on vacation. I clearly remember him making a fuss over who could have time off this week, months ago. Ro is probably furious that he has to spend time with him now. Is that really it? But didn't he say Lawrence was suspicious? Him being here instead of vacation does sound pretty suspicious. Well, he's just doing what he's being assigned. Our boss has a tendency to do that. Is it okay to ask why the two don't get along together? Lawrence has some unorthodox ways of getting things done, according to Ro. That being said, Ro does too, like you've seen. Maybe that's why he's pissed too. Unorthodox? Like how? You'll need to ask Ro for finer details, but he told me he doesn't respect the rules when it comes to investigation. I've never directly worked with him, but before, so I wouldn't know. I take out the segmenter in my other pocket, and Javier nods slowly. All right, the segmenter. We can go over that later. I should probably check up on Ro. I'm sure you don't even need me to explain it to you. You're smart enough, right? No, don't assume that. Great, I'll see you later. No, Javier! We're alone. We're a lonely Tigor. Before I can respond, Javier runs out of the lobby, leaving me dumbfounded. I study Lawrence's card in my paw and the segmenter in the other. He's given me way more credit than I deserve. I don't even know how the hell to turn this thing on. What the hell do I do now? This poor little guy. Oh, it's been a hot minute since we've been in our own bed. We've been sleeping with Ro for a hot minute. Or at least, like, in his bed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I rise from the bed and stretch my tired limbs, letting out a small groan as I mute my alarm. Jeez. My gaze is drawn to the softly blinking segmenter on my bedside table. All right, maybe it's time to figure out what this thing does. I pick it up, power it on, and find myself staring at a tiny LED screen, feeling a bit lost. With just a handful of buttons, it can't be that complicated, can it? Oh, it can be. I press each button methodically, but the screen remains unchanged. I try aiming the segmenter around, but unsurprisingly, nothing happens. Feeling frustrated, I opt for a quick refresh in the bathroom instead. God, I look like a mess. I fixate on the bruise on my thigh, wincing as I prod it. Well, at least it's not getting any worse, I guess. Huh? I wonder who could that be. Rose said he'd let me know when they're coming to pick me up. Well, I mean, a knock is letting you know, right? In some ways. I cautiously approach the door, curiosity rising. Looking through the spy hole, I find it darker than expected. Did the hallway lights go out? I'm barely able to make out a nervous-looking hyena on the other side. A hyena? Who is this guy? Hi, can I help you? I speak up, making sure they can hear me through the door. Hey, is your power out too? I'm staying in the room next to you. My power? I hit the light switch by the door. No, it's fine. Okay, I guess I'll talk to the front desk about it. Thanks. Oh, the hyena disappears from view before I slowly open the door and notice the lights in the hallway flicker. Wait, I look down at the segmenter in my paw. Did I do that? Holy shit, this thing has crazy range. Well, now that I know what it's capable of, I shouldn't mess around with it anymore. I see why Javier was so cautious earlier. Ah. I walk over to my bedside and pick up my phone. Hello? We'll be there in 30 minutes. Please change into something more inconspicuous. Hey, Javier, sure. What should I... The call abruptly ends before I can finish my question. Well, so much for that. Wear something comfy. Like a tank top and wear a tank top. That's my answer to everything. It's just like, well, everyone can just wear a tank top, right? It's cute. And you can like put a hoodie over it if like it's, you want arm coverage, right? It's fine. It's been over 40 minutes now. The drive feels way longer than I remember. We haven't really talked much either, since Rose focused on driving and Javier's typing away on his laptop. Eventually, I can spot the familiar lights blinking from the cooling towers off in the distance. We must be getting close. Well, we're almost there. How are you feeling, Theodore? Honestly, still kinda nervous, but at least I'm not scared anymore. Good. You have nothing to be afraid of. I want to know why I got those texts, and why the power plant. What does it all mean? There's Monty, too. There is Monty. He's a cute one. Exactly. I wonder what the connection is. So, if, there even is any. The car suddenly jolts, causing Javier's laptop to fall to the floor. Hold on to it! Oh my god, Javier! Could you try to avoid the potholes? I'm working here. How about I drive over? 3 more, just for you. Everyone's great in this game. Everyone's amazing. The fox focuses back on his laptop, sounding defeated. Are you almost done? No, I'm not. I'm trying to wrap up the decryption process on the data Lawrence gave me, among some other things. But it's taking longer than expected. If it's not the PGP2, then... Don't tell me it's... The fox continues to murmur to himself about the contents of his screen that I don't fully understand. Some time passes, and the familiar sights of the streets and buildings around me start to become recognizable. In any case, we're as close as we can be. The fox closes his laptop shut and stores it away in the glove compartment. All right. I wasn't getting anywhere anyway. Thanks to somebody.
So, what's the plan?
Ro parks the car, and the two of them turn around to face me.
We did some more investigating earlier, and found that this place was decommissioned years ago, yet it's still operating. Which means the people, the activity...
Which means the people, the activity, and especially the signals shouldn't have been there earlier. I got the paperwork and warrant pre-approved, signed, and submitted, so we can infiltrate inside, too.
What?
Ro's suddenly sharp voice catches me off guard. What do you mean, what?
That's not what I asked you to get the paperwork signed. We're not going inside.
What? Then why the hell did you ask me to do it?
It's so we can be here in the first place and collect information that's defensible in court.
Okay, and? We already went in earlier, so the warrant practically covers us going in again.
What's going on? What's this warrant? We need to get a warrant every time we investigate any point of interest. It lets us investigate and deem any information we gather there to be lawful and usable in court if needed. Normally, we get one approved before we visit a location, but we didn't get one approved for this morning, so on such short notice until recently.
Which means we had to get permission to go inside, since that's what we did earlier.
Which we're not. You saw that happen. What happened? It's too dangerous. We're going to stay outside and survey from a distance.
What? Too dangerous? You could have taken out at least 24 of those guys if you weren't too busy saving that pig earlier. Let's have Theodore go inside alone, while I sneak back to investigate the signal. Meanwhile, you can keep an eye on Theodore, just to be safe.
No.
Why do you always have to be so stubborn?
Do you hear yourself? It's too dangerous. Theodore could get hurt.
That's why you're there. The two continue arguing until Ro raises his voice, which silences Javier and shakes the entire car.
Since we can't come to a decision, why don't we ask Theodore? It's his issue, after all.
Fine, that sounds good to me. I'm sure Theodore can pick the obvious answer here. The two stare at me eagerly, each hoping I'll side with them.
Huh? You guys want me to decide?
Yes, now choose. We don't have all night. No, but I'm easy. I wanted to... Is that grayed out? So we have to go with Javier's. Okay. I mean, that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean... We're already here, right? We'll probably get more information if we go back inside.
See, Ro? I'm glad someone agrees with me. Aw. No, we've disappointed the pupper.
But could you explain again why we're looking for this signal? What's so important?
I was oversimplifying. Javier, please. Javier, please. That is to simply say, wouldn't it be suspicious to find something where it doesn't belong?
Yeah, I guess.
Great. Then if that's all the questions, I suggest we depart at once. The faster we get in, the faster we can leave. The faster I can go home. As for our escape route, I can drive the car to the front afterwards, and you two can make a run for it when we leave.
Okay, but I don't really like the idea of being a distraction or bait. What if I stay in the car?
Listen, I didn't want you here at all, but somebody wanted to bring you along.
I told you, it's better to keep him close buy-in in case something happens.
Fine, but if he's here, he's going to be useful.
He's going to be a liability if he goes in.
You mutt! He's already a liability just by being here. Javier ignores Rose's disdain and returns to his attention to me. Theodore, they're expecting you, and we need to take advantage of that, right? I nod, slowly understanding the task at hand.
So you want me to be like Monty and get information?
Precisely.
But what if they recognize me?
We were undetected earlier, jamming their cameras, and Ro can put the rest of the guys into a coma, probably. Nothing to worry about.
I guess.
Don't sweat it. Ro will be nearby to make sure you're okay. Well, I'll be infiltrating inside. Understand? The fox stares at Ro, who responds back with a low growl before turning to look at me.
Fine.
Great. Then we'll be needing these. The fox opens the glove department and takes out a case that contains several earpieces. Take one and put it in your ears so we can communicate with you. I do as I'm told and place one tightly in my ear. Javier inspects my ear and gives me a curt nod before they follow my lead. All right, looks fine. We're good to go. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm gonna end the part here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all around.